Chicken in the pot, stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Put some noodles in the pot, stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Put some carrots in the pot, stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Put some hot dogs in the pot, stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Put some lollipops in the pot, stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Put some French fries in the pot, stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Put some ice cream in the pot, stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Put some tomatoes in the pot, stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Put some cotton candy in the pot, stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat, good Shabbat. Put some cheese in the pot, stir it up so it's nice and hot. Get ready for Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom. Good to be with you, whether you're online or you're here, or whether you're about to be in here, for those who are coming in from the lobby. Let's start with some songs to get us warmed up.
What a good idea. Let's do a little Ine Matov. What do you think about that? Ine Matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Ine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is to be together on this day. Hine matov, hine matov, umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov, umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shalom aleichem, shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. Shalom aleichem, salam aleikum. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it
How sweet it
is
is
to be together together on this day. How good it is.
How good it is.
How sweet it is.
How sweet it is
to be together on this day. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Hine matov umanayim shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad. Shevet achim gam yachad.
Booty boop.
Would you like some bim or some bomb? What do you think? Should we do both?
I was going to say, maybe we can do both. Maybe we
Okay.
don't have to choose. Maybe it's a both and.
Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat shalom, Shabbat 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 shalom. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Bim bam, bim 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 bam, bim 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 bam. Shabbat Shabbat shalom. Shabbat Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom to you and to all of my friends. For Shabbat candles are burning bright. Shabbat candles are burning bright. Shabbat candles will burn real bright. Let us know it's a Friday night. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom to you and all of my friends. The Shabbat challah, so good to eat.
Yum, yum.
Shabbat challah, it's so good to eat. Shabbat challah, good to eat. It's a special Shabbat treat. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom to you and all of my friends. For Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. Shabbat day, it's my favorite day. It's the day I get to say Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom. Shabbat shalom to you and all of my friends.
We're going to turn to page 6 in our books and invite you to stand up as we kindle our Shabbat lights. Make 3 circles, 1 circle for ourselves and 1 circle for our family, 1 circle for all the people in the world.
Baruch atah Adonai Eloheinu melech haolam asher kiddushanu b'mitzvotav וציוונו להדליק נר של שבת.
You can be seated. We're on page 8. We welcome Shabbat with the words Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabla. Come meet the Sabbath bride. Come greet Shabbat. And we add to that Shabbat Shalom Umevorach. May you have a Shabbat of peace and of blessing.
Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabla, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabla, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom Umevorach, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom, Shabbat Shalom Umevorach. Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabla, Lecha Dodi Likrat Kala, Penei Shabbat Nekabla.
Page 18, we will find Baruch Hu, our call to prayer. Invite everybody to stand up.
Lai la la lai la la lai la lai lai. Yai la la lai 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 lai. Yai la la lai 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 la la lai lai. Lai la la lai 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 lai. Yai la la lai lai yai la la lai lai. Yai la la lai 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 lai. Baruch Hu et Adonai HaMevorach. Baruch Adonai HaMevorach Leolam Vaed. HaMevorach Leolam Vaed.
Page 28 and 29, Shema Yisrael.
Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. 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 Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Baruch Shem Kevod Malchuto, Leolam Vaed. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad. Shema Yisrael, Adonai Eloheinu, Adonai Echad.
Sit. Turn to page 32 if you're following along in the book. 33 first, actually. We remember when we were slaves in Egypt. We remember when the Egyptians forced us to work from sunrise until sunset. We remember when our bellies growled because there was no food to eat. We remember when all we wanted was a cool drink of water. We remember when we had no warm blankets and shivered in the night. We remember crossing into safety and breathing the air of freedom. We remember dancing with joy and singing our song of thanks. And because we remember, we promise today to feed the hungry, to bring water to the thirsty, to give clothes to the needy, and to reach out our hands and bring the whole world into our freedom dance. Page 32, Micha Mocha.
Yam bim 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 bye, yabba bim bam bim bye, yabba bim 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 bye, yabba bim bim bye, ay 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 ay, yabba bim bam bim bye, ay 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 ay, yabba bim bim bye, mi chamocha, bailim Adonai, mi chamocha, nedar bakodesh. No rati lo, oh say fella. No rati lo, oh say fella. Abide by bim by, abide by bim by, abide by bim by, abide by bim by. Ay 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 ay, abide by bim by. Ay 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 ay, abide by bim by, abide by bim by, abide by. Bye bye bim bye, bim bye, ay 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 ay, bye bye bim bye, ay 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 ay. Yeah, bye bye. Yeah, bye bye. Yeah, bye bye. Yeah, bye bye. Yeah, bye bye bye. Yeah, bye 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 bye. Yeah, bye 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 bye.
We turn to page 38, and then after we sing that line asking God to open our mouths so we can say words of blessing and praise, then we turn to our prayer that connects us to everybody who came before us, to our parents and to our grandparents and to our great-grandparents, all the way back to Abraham and Sarah, our Avot V'Imahot prayer. So let's all stand up. Page 38, Adonai Tzvatai Tiftach.
Adonai Tzvatai Tiftach, Ufi Yagi Tehilatecha. Adonai, open my mouth, that my mouth may declare. So let's do that again. Adonai, open my mouth, so that I can pray to you with all my heart.
Page 40.
Baruch atah Adonai, Eloheinu, Elohei Avotenu v'Imotenu, Elohei Avraham, Elohei Yitzchak, Elohei Yaakov, Elohei Sarah, Elohei Rivka, Elohei Rachel, Elohei Leah. Baruch atah Adonai, Magen Avraham, Be'ezrat Sarah.
We're going to take our Torah out of the ark, sing it as a tree of life to those who hold fast to it, and all of its supporters are happy.
Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomchecha b'oshar. Eitz Chaim hi lemachazikim ba v'tomchecha b'oshar. Shalom, 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 shalom. It is a tree of life. To those who hold fast to it, all of its supporters are happy. It is a tree of life. To those who hold fast to it, all who embrace it are happy. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom. Shalom, shalom.
Everyone can sit. Everybody can sit. All right. So once there was a queen, and this queen grew up in the palace, and she remembered when she grew up in the palace, she lived with her family. Every Friday they had Shabbat, and she had the most delicious challah each week. She loved the challah. It was delicious. It was so good. But as she grew up, her parents moved away to a retirement palace, and she didn't have a family of her own, and she had, Shabbat had kind of drifted away from her. But one day, she was walking through town, and she liked to sometimes just dress as a regular person so people wouldn't recognize her and know that she was the queen. And she was walking through town, and she smelled the most delicious smells. It was a Friday afternoon, and she decided she'd stop, and she knocked on the door. Somebody came to the door. They came to the door and they said, "Hi, how can we help you?" And she said, "Oh, I was walking through town. I smelled the most delicious smells." They said, "Oh, well, we're preparing for Shabbat. Would you like to join us?" They did not know she was the queen. She said, "Of course, that would be wonderful. Thank you so much for your invitation." She sat at their table. The food was some of the most delicious she had ever had. It was so good. It was really, and so she went back to the palace and said, "I'm going to start having Shabbat in my palace." So she said to the royal cooks, "I need you to make, this is what we had." She gave them the menu, and they cooked the next week. They cooked this beautiful Shabbat dinner, and she sat down and she made the blessings and she did all this stuff, and then she tasted made the blessing over the challah, and she took a piece, and it was okay. And all the food just felt like it was okay. It wasn't near as good as the food that she had had in the village. So she decided another week. She went down, but this time she was dressed in her royal gown. She went back to that same house. She knocked on the door. And then they opened the door. And they said that, "Your Majesty." She was the queen. And then she said, "You don't even know this, but you were so generous to me, so wonderful to me. I came, I wasn't dressed like the queen, and you brought me in and you offered me Shabbat in your home. And then I tried to make Shabbat in my own house, and it just wasn't the same, but why don't you," they said, "Well, come join us again this week." And the queen came and joined them, and this time when the queen left, she took recipes, all the recipes that they had. They wrote them all down for the queen, and she took them, and she went back, and the royal cooks worked hard, and the next week she had Shabbat in the royal palace, and she made all the blessings, and then it was time for the challah and the food, and she tasted everything, and it was just okay. It wasn't great. So she went one more time down to the village. She knocked on their door. And she told the story. She said, "I don't understand. I took your recipes. I have great chefs. They did everything. It just didn't taste the same." And they said, "Well, you're missing important ingredients. Shabbat is meant to be shared. Shabbat is meant to be shared. And so when you're here and we're together at the table and we're singing songs and we're sharing with one another, then Shabbat, even the food is sweeter." And the queen understood. So from then on, she either celebrated Shabbat with people in the village, or she invited people to come celebrate Shabbat with her in the palace. And from then on, every Shabbat and every challah tasted very sweet. Shabbat Shalom.
I got that Shabbat
Up in my rosh, my head.
Up in my rosh, up in my rosh, Up in my roach, I got that Shabbat feeling. Up in my roach to stay. I got that Shabbat feeling. Down in my reglaim, down in my reglaim, down in my reglaim. I got that Shabbat feeling. Down in my reglaim, down in my reglaim to stay. I got that Shabbat feeling deep in my left. Got it deep in my left, way down there.
Deep in my left.
I got that Shabbat feeling deep in my left to stay. I got that Shabbat feeling, bechol gufi, it's all over my body. Got that Shabbat feeling, bechol gufi to stay. I got that Shabbat feeling all over me, all over me, all over me. I got that Shabbat feeling all over me, all over me to stay. Whoa, 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 whoa. Yeah.
Just a couple of announcements. First, as soon as we're done in here, we'll go into the social hall. We have some juice and challah and little snacks for folks. We're not quite there yet, but we will be in just a couple of minutes. Also, our Giving Tree has opened. Giving Tree is our biggest fundraiser this year. Just go to the tbipomona.org website, and there's a buy a leaf. You can buy many leaves if you want, and it supports TBI, and it also gives you admission to our event on May 31st, where we have a Giving Tree event here at the temple. So, and the other thing that you'll be seeing information about, someone out today, is May 22nd is our congregational meeting. And so we encourage families to come if they can. We serve you Chinese food, or join us on Zoom if you can't make it here. You can vote either way, and we'd love to have you. Any other announcements, Cantor Paul?
Not at the moment.
Great. All right. I'm going to ask our second row kids just now, because we're going to do a family blessing. Come find your family. Come find whoever you're here with, because we're going to do a blessing. All right. Here we go.
Yivarechecha Adonai v'yishmerecha.
May God bless you with good and keep you safe.
Ya'er Adonai panav elecha v'chunecha.
May God be with you and be kind to you.
Yisa Adonai panav elecha ve'yasem lecha shalom, shalom.
May you always know that God is close, and may God give you the gift of peace. For those of you who joined us online, thank you for being with us. Shabbat Shalom.
Shabbat Shalom.
For those of you here, please join us in the social hall, and we'll have a little snack for Shabbat.
Shabbat Shalom, everybody.